Have you ever wondered how a conflict between two brothers could shape the destiny of an entire nation? Welcome to the tale of the Portuguese Civil War, a conflict that epitomized the struggle between liberalism and absolutism during the early 19th century. Our story begins in the year of 1832. Portugal, a country steeped in rich history and culture, found itself on the brink of a civil war. This was not a clash between feuding factions or rival states, but rather a battle of ideologies fought between two brothers, Pedro IV, the liberal, and Miguel I, the absolutist. Pedro IV, the older of the two, had ascended to the throne in 1826. However, rather than embracing the absolutist monarchy that had defined Portugal's governance for centuries, Pedro chose to introduce a liberal constitution. This constitution was a radical departure from the norms of the time, embodying values such as individual liberties, the separation of powers, and the rule of law. However, not everyone was thrilled with these changes. Enter Miguel I, Pedro's younger brother and a staunch absolutist. Unlike his brother, Miguel yearned for the days of absolute monarchy and saw Pedro's liberal reforms as a threat to the traditional order of things. In 1832, Miguel seized an opportunity to stage a coup, declaring himself the rightful king of Portugal. This sparked a 2-year-long civil war, known as the Liberal Wars or the Miguelist War, which ravaged the nation. The war was a brutal affair, marked by fierce battles and shifting allegiances. Key figures emerged on both sides. On the liberal side, there were men like Antonio Severim de Noronha, the Duke of Terceira, and João Carlos de Saldanha, the Duke of Saldanha. Both were instrumental in leading the liberal forces against the absolutists. On the absolutist side, figures like General Tomás de Noronha and the Count of Basto rallied behind Miguel, committed to restoring the absolute monarchy. After 2 years of bloody conflict, the war finally came to an end in 1834 with the concession of Evora-Monte. This agreement forced Miguel to renounce his claim to the throne and exiled him from Portugal. Pedro's liberal constitution was restored, marking a significant victory for the liberal cause. However, the aftermath of the war was far from straightforward. While the liberal cause had triumphed, the conflict had left deep scars on Portugal's national psyche. The country was left divided and its economy in ruins. It would take decades for Portugal to recover from the damage inflicted by this fraternal feud. So, what can we learn from the Portuguese Civil War? It's a stark reminder of how ideological differences can escalate into violent conflict. It tells the tale of two brothers whose personal beliefs shaped the destiny of a nation. And perhaps most importantly, it highlights the enduring struggle between liberalism and absolutism, a struggle that continues to shape our world today. In conclusion, the Portuguese Civil War was a pivotal moment in the nation's history. It marked the end of absolutism in Portugal and paved the way for liberal reforms. However, the price of this transition was a devastating civil war that left a lasting impact on Portugal and its people.